Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Scott.
What do I say? 'Cause I'm not Bart, but I feel like I should say I'm Bart because that's like the natural.
That's right.
What happens.
But who are you?
I am Jen. I am not Bart. Sorry, Bart.
We'll get into that later, but we got Ardnamurchan cask strength, and we're gonna...
Oh, do I have to do... I get to be Bart. Test it! How'd I do?
Not Bart style. All right, yes, you know me, I'm Scott, usually sitting here as Bart. Back at the, well, last year we got married.
Oh, that was a spoiler alert.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Most of them have been watching, know that. Earlier this year I moved to Tampa. All of my stuff was in storage. You're in Tampa. We got married, and I had told you early on I did not expect you to move to Wichita.
Well, I kind of told him I wasn't moving back to Kansas.
Right. So, bear with us. The whiskey review is coming. Short intro here to who is joining me today. But, well, let's get into the whiskey and we'll kind of talk a little bit more about us. And the fact that you'll be here occasionally. Not all the time. Bart will still be here.
Okay. Oh, this
You're
is a
filling
one-time thing?
This is not a one-time thing.
Okay.
Did I not tell you that?
You didn't tell me that.
No, I think we'll do this more often. Anyway,
okay.
Let's get into, we got Ardnamurchan. We have Ardnamurchan cask strength. I have to watch my language now because Jen's an English major and she corrects me all the time.
I haven't corrected you since you told me that it bothered you when I corrected you.
You were overdoing it just a little bit. I didn't mind at first.
Now I just correct him in my head.
I'm learning. I'm a slow learner. But anyway.
I need one of those t-shirts that say, I'm silently correcting your grammar. That's me.
Oh, here. And I gave you the Ardnamurchan glass.
See that?
From the tasting.
More about that in a moment.
We, a couple of weeks ago in Tampa, Ardnamurchan tasting here. Jenny Carlson was in town with Robert from Impex. Impex imports Ardnamurchan. They also do Kilchoman, Glenallachie, several other brands. And by the way, if you ever see a Kilchoman or a Glenallachie single cask from Impex, they do a wonderful job. Bart and I have reviewed several Kilchoman and Glenallachie single casks. Impex is doing a great job. But anyway, yeah, Jenny Carlson was in town here in Tampa. We went to a tasting, 5 or 6 Ardnamurchans that we went through, and honestly, this one was my favorite of the night. I think it was the second one that we did, but this one, really just the vibrancy of the peat and just ex-bourbon cask really kind of popped to me. So, let's get into it, shall we?
We shall.
Peanutty. Almost that Kalila-ish roasted peanuts and peat. Candied, or like you're on a boardwalk along the beach and someone is roasting peanuts. A little bit of a citrus.
You get a little bit of a sweet.
Yeah.
Almost like a cake frosting, but just a hint.
Oh. So, Jen is newer to Scotch the last several years.
I'm bringing the dummy back to Scotch Test Dummies.
She was worried that she doesn't know that much or that she's not that.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. I don't know that much.
Well,
there's no worrying.
But you jumped. We did when we first started dating. We did a whiskey lineup, and I walked you through like Macallan 12, Glenlivet, Glenfiddich, Redbreast. And at the end of this tasting, I threw in Lagavulin 16. And you loved it.
Well, the first 5, I was like, ugh. I did like your mom when she was on Scotch Test Dummies. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
She's like, I don't get any apple.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
What is that? No, I was not a fan the first 5, but then I had the Lagavulin 16, and it was like the heavens opened up and the angels sang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were like, what is this marvelous nectar? So
From that standpoint, I am a good stand-in for Bart.
yes.
We both-
Bart is a peat head. You are as well. You picked up on it really, and I say the minority of people like peat from the start. You loved it from the start. Even myself, it took me several years to get to like peat. Some people don't like it at all, even after trying it for a long time. Some people, it takes a while to get used to peat, which was me. It took me several years. Some people, very few, pick up on it from the very start. You did. You love peat. I've bought more Lafroig and Ardbeg and Kilhoman peated Bunnahavens in the last 2 or 3 years than I probably have my whole life, just because you like it.
Yeah.
So anyway, that has led us into this peated Ardnamurchan Highland Distillery. And Ardnamurchan, I was surprised, not surprised. It was new to me from Jenny talking at the tasting, Jenny Carlson again, about their mood or how they try to be completely sustainable. I mean, from their production methods to the way they treat the waste, mash.
Even to their community involvement.
Yeah, the bottling, everything that was trying to be, 100% sustainable for the environment. So that was new to me. I liked hearing that. But anyway, so that is your expertise, I think, is peated whiskeys. And
Not sure I'd call it an expertise, but I'm getting there.
your expertise, your knowledge base,
My preference.
your preference.
Yes.
If I give you a peated whiskey, an unpeated whiskey, you're like, nah, take it away.
Yeah, I heard you want the rest of this.
Yeah. Give me some peat. So when it comes to peat, you have, for no longer than you've been into whiskey, and I say it all the time, I think women have a better palate for whiskey than men do.
Oh, you have said that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, women's palates, I think most know that. Their nosing senses, tasting senses, I think in women can be and are finer tuned than men. So anyway.
I don't know. This is the part where you said Bart usually talks about stupid shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I talk about stupid shit for a second? I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but when I was thinking about it the other day, and I was trying some new food that I hadn't tried before, and it did not please my palate. But instead of being like, ew, I was like, oh, this has hints of peanuts, and this has hints of cake frosting, or whatever, but with the food. So I think in a really weird way, drinking whiskey, or trying whiskey, and just experiencing it has helped me be less finicky. Not that I'm a finicky eater anyway, but just to be less finicky and more exploratory in the types of foods that I eat as well.
Well, you were deconstructing it. I remember you telling me that. You were like, what is it about this that I don't like? And so you were going through the tasting notes and everything like that with it, and you were trying to figure out what it was.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the whiskey. Sorry to digress.
That was a good digression.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not just you, my little diatribe there as well about why we're here, your expertise, your Pete, all this blah, blah, blah. They're like, bring back Bart.
Sorry.
Yeah, let's get a nose still. Citrusy. This is, I believe this is purely ex-bourbon cask. I mean, it is a marriage of cask from the distillery. These are, batch releases. I don't think there are any sherry casks in this one, but the nose on this one is just bright. It's vanillas, it's citrus, it's peat.
I get a little woodsy, like a light woodsy, walking through a pine forest on a bright spring day. How was that? That was very Jenna-esque.
So while you were talking, I went in for my first sip there. Go ahead and grab yours. I'll talk about what I got on the palate here. And this is cask strength, 58.3% ABV on this one. This is bright citrus. It's vanillas, light oak, bright, even a bright oak. I mean, it's just a lively dram. Citrus as in like lemon and lime zest, juice. Vanillas, that light oak biting, on the palate. That oak tree just letting you know it's there.
Yeah, that's the the walking through the forest thing that I was smelling, I was nosing, but this, yeah, I can really taste the citrusy more than I can smell it.
Again, sitting here, fresh on the palate today, this is just a great dram. That night, out of the 5 or 6 drams that we had, this was my favorite. It's showing it again here today, and actually, Robert with Impex had said that all the tastings that they were having, a lot of people really, this cask strength was their favorite of the night. I can see that. I agree with it. On the palate still, and I haven't added water yet. We'll get into it with a drop of water. Jen actually very rarely adds water. She likes hers. I mean, talk about progression. Going right into whiskey to peated whiskeys, and then even cask strength whiskeys. You rarely add water to yours. I always do. I recommend, hey, try it neat. Try it with a drop of water. Try it with 2 drops of water. Work your way around, and then if you want to, go back to it neat. But this one is a rich, full palate. I think it comes off kind of as a younger peat, just because it's really in your face. It's punching. But I'll put a drop of water in mine, and you can talk about what you're getting there still, if you want to.
What he said. No, I keep thinking about, and maybe it's just because we're near the holiday season. Like I keep thinking about. There's no berries in this, but it's berry adjacent. So I feel like if we had like some Luxardo cherries, it would be a good complement to this. There's no berries in here, but I'm just kind of. Those are my thoughts.
You could, I mean, if you got berries, and everybody's palate is different. So even if you got berries, I'm getting some.
Or like a nice cherry cheesecake. This would be good with a cherry cheesecake.
I can see that. There's a little bit of a salty maritime type note with this one, which I didn't realize though either. Ardnamurchan is not necessarily on the mainland. You have to take a ferry to get there. Jenny was talking about. Not like Isla, I don't think, where it's that far, but there's a ferry from the mainland. This is on kind of the coastal western highland area. But let's try it with a drop of water.
Yeah, it changes it. And I can't name it. I'm not good at naming things yet. But I can taste it, I just can't name it. But yeah, there's certainly something different about it's like more lighter, but then more pungent at the end. Interesting.
Sometimes water will do that with even when you have a high ABV. Sometimes I add a drop of water, and it makes it feel like it's actually hotter, or like the ABV is higher with the drop of water. This one feels about the same. I'm not getting too much change. It's almost maybe a little bit more leathery though. Tobacco even.
I don't get leather, but tobacco, yeah.
Cigar wrapper type. Like I've been sucking on a cigar for a while.
What is the ABV in this? Can we talk about that yet?
Yeah, 58.3. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. Yep. So yeah, we'll do everything. We'll go through the whiskey neat. We'll go through it with a drop of water. We'll score it, and then we'll talk about the price point. So anyway, yeah, once in a while, Jen will be joining me, and we've got another peated whiskey that she may join me for next.
I'm going to have to get some really bright t-shirts if I'm going to stand in for Bart.
No, you don't need to necessarily do that.
You get some crazy shirts.
You don't need to be like Bart.
Okay.
You're just replacing Bart temporarily.
Okay.
So Bart and I have been, since I moved here in February, and then we were building a house, so a lot of my stuff went into storage. A lot of my studio stuff, my lights, camera, microphone, all this stuff was in storage. We built a house. We moved in August. I got everything unpacked. We got set up. Bart and I have been filming remotely some reviews, but occasionally we're not going to be able to hook up to get some filmed, which is what happened this time. So I said, well, Jen is here, and
that's true. I am.
Yeah, we can film some without Bart.
Yeah, we can do that.
Maybe we'll phase Bart out.
I will never be a stand-in for Bart. Love you, Bart.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. Again, from the tasting to now, even with water. And let me just go ahead and put another round on it. But
I'm going to try another.
I don't think much is. And I say a drop of water, it's a round of water. It depends on how much is in your glass. It depends on the ABV of the whiskey. It's not literally a drop. I call it a round. So it's probably, with this, I've probably added 10 drops of water per round. So, but.
Yeah. There was a lot in the dropper.
Mm-hmm. If that was a 40% whiskey, though, I wouldn't add that much. So now I've brought that down. That's actually a little weak for me. I've passed my threshold point. The good part is here, though, if I did that, I can just add a little bit more whiskey to bring that ABV back up. But it's still citrusy. The vanillas, the oak, the brightness of it is still there. I just got it down a little bit too low. Still good, still delicious. And
for me, I think it brings out a little more of the vanilla, the more water that's in there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
'Cause I couldn't really taste it when it was neat, but now I'm getting a little more.
Yeah. Yep. So I would say I'm ready to score it. Are you ready to score it?
I don't know what that means.
1 to 100. Most of us, we start at 80, really.
Okay.
It takes a bad whiskey to fall below 80.
Okay.
Our average is probably between 85 and 90, somewhere in there.
Okay.
So it just kind of depends. If you don't want to score it, don't feel like you have to. I mean, if you want to get some more experience doing that.
And I'm not sure my scoring will really.
Okay.
But I'm still going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a caveat that
I don't know what I'm talking about.
So just so you know, I think Bart is the same. If it's a really good whiskey, it's going to break 90. Everything else pretty much falls in between like 85, 84, and 89. Because we really there's not that really many bad whiskeys out there. Which is what it would take to fall below an 80. 80 is really expectation. Where do you expect this to land at? It's at least an 80, and then you try it. So.
Okay.
For me, this is a 89, almost a 90.
I was going to say 90 or 91.
Yeah. For as far as peated whiskey goes, that you've tried.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
I like it.
Categorizing it against the peated whiskeys in my head that are sitting behind us.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, that's a good. I was right there. I was debating 90 and stuff. I'm going to go 89. Still a darn good whiskey. Price point on this is about $80. Probably depending on where you're at, 75 to 85, maybe 90. Great. I think it's a great whiskey for that price. I think Ardnamurchan's doing an excellent job. And I mean, they are a newer distillery as well, but I mean, it's definitely one to watch, as the years go by and we start seeing some older releases from them. So.
Yeah. And we, at the tasting, Jenny showed us some YouTube videos of kind of how the distillery is and where they are and some of the things that they're doing in the community. So that was really fun to watch too.
Yeah. Those are on YouTube. If you Google if you search on YouTube for Ardnamurchan Distillery, they've got some official videos out there from the distillery. But yeah, it was pretty neat. It was good to watch. So I like it. Good whiskey and
definitely worth the $80.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. I gotta think. Is there anything else? Nope. And then Bart says something about what is the ending? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, now I've thrown you all off. I will say Jenny was lovely. That was a really fun tasting to go to.
Oh, not you, Jenny.
No, not me, Jenny.
The other Jenny.
Jenny from Ardnamurchan.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun. Do you remember what you're going to say?
Scotch it. You Scotch gods. And then I say, Sláinte.
Oh, can I have your line? That's easier to remember.
Okay. Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Sláinte.
Dummies.
Oh, dummies.